Hey everyone, it's Tom Karadza here, and today Todd O'Donnell from State Farm Insurance is here, and we were talking about having insurance on properties, and actually an investor that we know had a fire in their property, and you know what, instead of me describing what happened, why don't I get Todd to describe what happened, and then I'll ask you just a couple questions. So here's Todd O'Donnell.
Hi, how are you? So yeah, we had an investor with Rockstar that had a rather large fire started in the basement.
What did you call it? A fire?
A fire started in the basement.
Oh, got it.
Over $100,000 in damage was caused. The tenant was trying to install something themselves. Wasn't obviously criminal, but it was their negligence that caused the fire. So we've repaired everything, but.
Okay, so the investor of the home was covered because.
Yeah.
You know, they had the right insurance on the property.
Yeah.
But the tenants also had their own kind of, tenants insurance or contents insurance. And how did that come into, did that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So number one, they were insured properly. They were insured as a rental dwelling, so the insurance company was aware that there was a tenant in there, so there was no issues there. It was covered. It was a fire. Now the tenant had their own insurance, so the tenant's insurance would cover their belongings, whatever was damaged as a result of the fire. The tenant insurance would also cover putting them up somewhere else, so whether it be a hotel or renting them another apartment, home, etc. The other big thing with the tenant insurance is it gives the owner of the property, it gives their insurance company the ability to subrogate on the back end. So the tenant caused the damage, non-criminal. The insuring company is able to go after the tenant's insurance company to subrogate against that loss. So if I am an owner of a building, and I have insurance and there's a fire, if my insurance company is able to subrogate on the back end, it just gives me a little bit of a better insurance history if I'm ever shopping around for insurance in the future, that I did my due diligence and I insured it properly. I had my tenant get their own insurance so that my insurance company was able to subrogate on the back end.
And then was the insurance that they had on the property, did the tenants, they were put up at a place to stay, I guess?
Yeah, I don't
was
know
there some
where they ended up, or
Yeah.
but they did have insurance that paid for them to go elsewhere. I don't know where.
Was that the tenant's insurance?
That was the tenant's
But
insurance.
say the tenants didn't have that insurance.
Yeah.
Would the investors or the insurance you had with the investors on the property,
Yeah.
given that kind of coverage, or is that totally separate?
No, and again, that's why you want to have the tenant get their own coverage.
Got it. Okay. And did they get rental protection insurance? Did they have some rental income?
Yeah, so the owner of the property, gets loss of income. So if they can't rent this property because of a loss, the insurance company is going to pay them their fair market value rent. Because the mortgage company, even though there may not be a home there anymore because it's burned to the ground, the insurance company still wants their mortgage payment every month.
Got it. Okay. Todd, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Cool. That's it, everyone. Get the right insurance. Until next time, your life, your terms.